Jesus could not go to those cities because he was not welcome, he was not invited. In fact, he was asked to leave. And Jesus said, I can't go, but you can go. You can go. And you go into your circle of influence where I am not invited, where I am not welcome, where I am not known, and you make me known.
Let's not just give him our heart, let's give him our mind. Let's give him our whole life. An empty mind is the devil's favorite playground, but he won't have a place to play if you give him all the praise, and you give him all the honor, and you give him all the glory, and you live for him night and day. Come on, if you believe it, say yeah.
He says, for where your treasure is, that's where your heart will be. I believe that verse has so many heavenly implications. He's trying to turn our heart, our mind, our will, our emotions to eternity. Friends, this life is but for a moment. While I'm passing through, while I'm just stopping by, whatever happens this side of heaven, I'm going to be all right, because there will come a day I will stand with him and see his face, and it will be forever.
There is no ticket to heaven. There's no train to heaven. Some of us live our life that way. I gotta go to church. Why do you have to go to church? Not because you love Jesus and you want to fellowship with the saints, because I need my ticket. I lost my ticket. I did a bad thing. And I know some of you have woken up in the middle of the night and your spouse is not next to you and you've wondered if they got raptured and you got left.
If you start seeing giants, then you need to recognize the promised land is not far away. All that generation died in the wilderness other than those two men that had the positive, faith-filled response. In 2004, God spoke to Tammy, Pastor Tammy and myself, that we were to plant this church here in this valley. And as soon as people started to hear what we were about to do, the opinions began to fly. You should go somewhere nice, like Dallas. You should go somewhere nice, like San Diego. Tammy and I knew the importance of surrounding ourselves with people who were not afraid of giants. But they could look past the giants and see the promise. They could look past the giants and see a church. They could look past the giants and truthfully, they could see you and I sitting here today. They ask questions like, tell us again, where were you when God spoke to you? Tell us again what Pastor Tammy said. They would have us tell them the stories over and over again. They would say things like, tell us again what it felt like that very first time you drove down past Cabazon and you started to come down into the valley past the windmills and you begin to look out over the whole day. Tell us again what went off in your spirit and what began to happen in your heart. Tell us again.